morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today we're going to be talking about our module, module 9. Hi Ryan. Module 9 is about the CAGED system. So chords. So I have my acoustic with me. So we'll be doing chords today. I'm Alvin De Leon. I'm a music guitar teacher by profession. I have a focal hand dystonia, that's why I'm wearing gloves. It's a musician dystonia. It's kind of hard to play, without it, even with it. But I'm here to teach you guys. We're doing the course here, guitar course, and this is already module 9. Lorraine Punan, hello. Paz Reyes, hello. This is already module 9. We started with how to buy your guitar, how to hold the guitar, everything. We did the pentatonic, we did the major scale, we did the blues scale, we did the fingerboard, visualization. What else? We did strumming. So many. This is already module 9. Okay, so if you haven't checked the other modules, you can check it on my page here on YouTube. Also, for the Filipino guitar community, I also do live. Later on, I will do live as well. And now it's module 9. It's about the CAGED system. CAGED system is like caged. C is C chord, A is A chord, G chord, E chord, D chord. That's why it's CAGED. It's the shape of the chords. But I have my own take on it. What I did on the Facebook Live, it's module 9A, module 9B, module 9C, so it's like 3 parts. But now we will do it like compress it, like try to do it really concise. Okay, so hopefully you have already memorized even your 6th and 5th strings, like I told you last time, because we were going to be talking about this CAGED system. Okay, so the shapes. The first one is the C shape. Okay, so we have this shape, so you need to know this shape. Okay, so that's important. Okay, so that's the C shape, right? We have C, we have E, we have G, we have C there, we have E again. That's why it's a C chord. Okay, so everything that's inside the C chords, the 1, 3, 5. Okay, the 1, 3, 5 of C, which is C, E, G, and C. 1 is C, C, D, E, the 3rd, and then C, E, C, D, E, F, G, the 5, the 5th. Okay, so 1, 3, 5. All the notes that's inside there is the 1, 3, 5 of C. Okay, so that's the C shape. Second one is the A shape, which is this one. So the basic ones. We have A, we have E, we have A, we have C sharp. Okay, the 1, 3, 5 of A is A, C sharp, and E. Okay, so that's the shape that we're getting for the A for now. Okay, and then we have the G shape, which is this one. Okay, we have the G, we have the B, we have the D, we have the G, we have the D, we have the G, right? So in G we have the G, B, D. That's why the shape is like this. But you have to remember this shape. Okay, so we have the basic shapes, right? C, A, G, and then we have the E shape, which is this one, E shape. So that's the E shape, right? We have E, we have the B, we have the E, we have the G sharp, we have the B, and then we have the E. So that's again 1, 3, 5 of E. E, G sharp, and B. Okay, so that's the E shape. And the last one, the CAGED system, is the D, which is this one. Okay, so from the 4th string we have the D, we have the A, we have the D, and then we have the F sharp. D, F sharp, A. So we have 5 shapes only, and later on, because this is my take on the CAGED system, we will try to add more into this shapes. Okay, so we have C, we have A, we have G, we have E, and then we have D. Okay, those are movable shapes, and this is how I look at it, and hopefully it will help you look at your fingerboard, maybe differently, or maybe you're looking at it the same way as I do. First one is look at your, let's start with C, okay? So we have the C here, C note, okay, the bass. We need the bass here and the C here. We have only two, which is like unison. We talked about that in module 8, okay, the unison. So the C here is the same sound as the C on this one, okay? So that's clear. Now, once you get that C, I look at it like there's a chord going on the that direction, left side, my left, and then there's a chord going into this direction. Okay, the first one is of course the C shape, right? But when you do this one and you look at it on this one, the other one is the A shape here, and you move it here. So you have chord going on the left, which is this shape, C, and then we have a chord again on this one, which is the A shape, but it's the same C chord. Okay, so that's how I look at it. Okay, so the first 5 shapes are very important because that will be your way of visualizing the shapes on the fingerboard. Okay, so that's a C shape, and this is an A shape, but still a C chord. Okay, but the shape is A. Is that clear? Hopefully that's clear. When you go to the 6th string here, again we look at it left, and we will have the G shape here. You know, you just need to bar it. If you're not used to barring, then it's time already to work on your bar chords, how to do bar chords. You know, just practice it like this, you know. Like my way of doing it is trying to, in a way, in the beginning, trying to fight with the guitar. This supports the guitar, and then you have to press it like this because you can do it even without the thumbs. Yeah. So, and then once you get that principal idea down, you can, you know, use the thumb as a guide only, and then you can bar the chords, okay? Because we need that for the G shape here, because you need to bar this, and then you need to do the G shape like this. It's all about like shapes and movements, right? So we have the C chord there with the G shape. Is it clear? So we have the C shape here, we have the A shape here, we have the G shape here, and what's next? C, A, G, E. We have the, on the right side, we have the E shape there for the C chord. Do you understand the lesson? Because that's the foundation of, okay, of the CAGED system. So we have C, A, G, E, D, right? So we have C, A, G, E, and lastly, of course, since this is the D chord, you get the octave of this one. See, we talked about that in module 8 also, and other modules. You have the C there, and you do the D chord. Right. It's like a D chord, like there. Like that, right? And then you're just moving it here. Hi, Kalasai. Finally catching your live lesson from India. Hello from India. Okay, so that's the also the D chord, right? But the D shape, I mean, but then also a C chord. Do you understand? So the first thing that we need to find out are the notes on the fingerboard, which is this is C, and then this is C, and also with the octave, this is C, okay? And then you get the shapes, the Balin Rihus, hello. Hope you are enjoying the lesson. So look, so we have the C shape again, and then the same bass here, we have the A shape, right? C, A, G shape, because of this C, and then we have E shape, right? And then we have the D shape CAGED system, right? Is that clear? Now the other one that because this is like concise, really like summary of module 9, because like I've said, we did module 9A, B, and C, but this one I'll try to make it like concise. If you have this, I told you this bass, you can get also the chord on the left and also get the chord on the right, right? Hello, Adrian Arguelles. Thank you for watching. ECNS, thank you. So that means the chord on the left is this one. Yes. So it's like half of this E shape. But I told you, like, if you have the bass, you can get the chord on the right, which is this one, D shape, and then this shape. It's like the E shape, but I call this the F shape, which is not on the cage system, right? So it's going to be cage F. There's an F shape because, mainly because we're thinking of the bass. If we're thinking of this is the bass that we're going, and let's say these two strings like broke, so we have only 4 strings. This is the shape that you can create, right? The F shape and then the D shape. Is that clear? So if you understand this, actually I did this on the live stream yesterday in Facebook, where I did this shape most of the time for the Firehouse solo. Okay, it's like using only 3-4 strings. Okay, so this shape is actually important, but it's not in the cage system, right? It's only cage, so that's why I'm adding the F because of the bass. Hopefully that's clear. Now, with this idea of knowing the cage system, you have to practice it also in different keys and letter names, let's say, okay? So let's say you're doing F, okay, F. So once you find the F, so many people messaging me. Anyway, so that's the F. You got it already. Of course, we're gonna do the F there because, you know, we don't have any more frets on that side. What you have to think of is the octave. And once you get the octave, you can easily go with another shape. Okay? So it's the same thing as doing the C shape here and then the D. But when you practice, of course, it's good to like move it all around the fingerboard and try to check on different keys, let's say. All right? Now, we have the major. Those are all major. Okay, those are all major. C, yeah, C major, C major. And now, how about the shape of the minor? Okay, when we do the minor, now this is kind of tricky. Like I said, we're trying to make it like concise. So if you have this C shape, what you need to do, that's why in the very beginning, I told you that you have to know also the 1, 3, 5, and all of that. Okay, this is 1, this is 3, this is 5, this is 1. Because what you can do is, if you're doing a minor, is just flat the third, right? So if you have the 1, 3, 5, 1, this is the third, 1, 3, and then you flatten it out, you can actually create a C minor. I don't know if you can see that. So the chord is, the notes are this one, and then this is the major third, you flat it, and you get a minor interval. Okay, so that's a minor third, and then you have the open one, the G. Actually, only these 3 strings, it's already a C minor. But if you can add another C there for the octave, that's a C minor chord also, okay? Now, you cannot play the first string. Why? Because that's a major third, okay? Unless you do it like this. You add another fifth on the first string. It's kind of challenging, but all the notes there are the 1, the flat 3, the 5th, the 1, and the 5th. Okay? With this idea, you can already create your own chords. Okay? So that's the C-shaped C minor. Okay? And then the other one, we have the A shape, right? And how do we do the A minor here? We do it like that, right? The reason is, again, if you have 1, 5, 1, 3, that's the major third, and you have to flatten the major third to make it a minor, and then when you flatten that out, you'll get this shape, which is the A minor shape, and you're just moving it. Hi, Christopher Silam. Good evening there in the Philippines. So that's a C minor chord. So I'm adding the theory already with how you see the cage system. You know, you can move it easily, like going to minor. And later on, if we have time, is we will try to hi Jim. We will try Jim Bailoses. We will try to do also the 7s and the major 7s. Okay, the important ones. So we have the C minor, right? Now we're starting with the major and minor because this is a concise version of module 9. Okay, now when we go to, again here, G, right? G shape, G, C. So you get the 1, you get the third, and then you have to flatten this out. So it's kind of challenging. Like that. And you cannot play this one, this E, the second string, because that's a major. So you can only play it from there, or you can put your pinky there. Yeah. So that's a C minor also. So how do we get the chord again? From the C major, right? That's a C major, G shape. You get the third, which is this one, and then you flatten it. Once you flatten that, you already have a minor. But you cannot play the second string because that's an E major. So you need to flatten it out if you want to play it, but it's going to be hard because we only have 4 fingers. So what you can do is put the fifth here on the second string like this, so like so. And then you have a C minor, which sounds really, really nice voicing in a way. That's a C minor also. Yes. I think the easiest one for this is this A shape and then the E shape, which is like just this is the major third. Okay, this one is the major third, and you just flatten it out. Hi Mark, guys, for the Philippine guitar community, after this, when I post it, please like and comment, and it's gonna be module 8 and module 9 for the raffle of 500 Gcash. Hi Vince, for the 500 Gcash, because there not so many entered on the first one, module 8, so I'm going to put it together. So if you enter there and you enter here, you have 2 chances. You have 2 names, 2 numbers, more chances of winning. Okay, module 8 and module 9. So later on, comment, okay, like and comment. So we have the minor there. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed, my golly, subscribe already on this channel. So that's C minor. And then we have here on the D. So we have 1, we have third, minor third, and flatted. It's like a D minor shape. So if you know the D minor here, right? So you move it there, and you have the D minor shape. So it's all the shapes. I cannot stress enough how important the shapes are, especially when you're following chord progression, when you're soloing. These shapes are very important even on your soloing, like what we did yesterday in the Firehouse solos on on the FGC of Philippine Guitar Community Live. Okay, we actually used the shapes from the CAGED system. So very important to really know the shapes and master it. Okay. So now let's go to one of the most important chord also. We have the major, the minor, of course, very important. And we have the 7th, which is the dominant 7. We will do or we can do the major 7 and dominant 7. So let's do the major 7 first, okay? So if you have C, what you can do is try to find the 1. This is the 1, the 3, this is the 5, and this is the 1, right? Now, when you flat the 1, which is this one, open, thank you, Jim, you will have a C major 7 chord. What's a C major 7 chord? The major 7 from the scale, the diatonic scale, which is, we talked about that at module 4, so if you haven't checked the module 4, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, A, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, 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 that's the 7, major 7, C. So you just add that, you have the C here, and then you take it off, and you have the major 7, right? Yes. Okay, so that's the major 7. If you have the major 7, let's do this already. So it's the same as this one. We talked about unison and octave also on module 8. If you haven't checked it, everything is here already. So we have B, the same B here. And then you flat the major 7 and make it like it. Make it like a dominant 7 there. Okay, flatted 7, and you have the C dominant 7 or C7 only chord. Okay, C7 only. No, C major 7 is this one, or this one open, and then the dominant 7, the C7 is this one. Those two are different. Okay, so we have dominant 7, the jazzy sound. And then we have the dominant 7, which is like the bluesy one. So knowing the CAGED system, knowing even the shapes that I'm teaching you right now, not even the gauge, you can easily visualize your chords and you can easily create your own chords from knowing the 1, 3, and 5, which are the chord tones. So when you practice chords, don't just practice the shapes, try to check every note that you're playing. Oh, this is the 1, oh, this is the 3, this is the 5, and this is the 1. If I flatten that out, that's going to be a 7, and I have a major 7. If I flatten the third, I will have a minor sound. You see how important the chords are? And again, you will use this on your soloing. Hello, Mick and Missy, home of strays. Good evening there. Okay? Now, next one is if you have this. Again, find your 1, 3, 5. This is 1, this is 5. And the A shape, okay? This is 1 and this is 3, right? 1, 5, 1, 3. And this one, you flatten it out and you have the major 7. That's also a C major 7. And you're getting the key from the bass here. That's a C. That's why it's a C major 7. Okay? Now, this major 7 goes down again and you have the flat 7, which is the dominant 7, which all C7 only. You see how easy that is? Okay? And you want to go down again like that. And now you have the 6 there. Okay? So we have this normal one, we have the major 7, and then we have the 6 there. You see that? So understanding the notes on your chords make a very big difference. Not like just playing like this, you know, okay, I know the chords, I know the chords. But if you know all the notes on your chords, it will make a big difference on your playing, especially later on soloing. Okay? Next one, we have this shape. So this is a concise, like I said, compressed lesson on CAGED system, you know, on all the chords. So we have that G shape, right? And then that's the minor, we already did. Now the major 7 is kind of challenging because we can get it here on this is 1 also. So if we flatten that out, so it's kind of challenging to do, right? So what we can do is try to find another, find a solution, okay? So this is 1 on the left. So what we can do is this one, okay? Oh, what shape is that? Okay, see, what shape is that? It's from the G shape, but you see we're getting it from there. And then if you want the dominant one, oh, what a stretch. But still, because you're not thinking of just the shapes, you're actually thinking of the notes from the shape. Do you understand what I mean by that? So if you have the G here, and it's hard to pull this off unless you do over, or you have one more finger there, because the pinky is kind of hard to, you know, unless you can do that. I can't do it, especially with the acoustic guitar. We can find another solution, which is this one, right? And put a major 7 there. So we have this, okay? So nice voicing as well. And if you want a dominant 7, that major 7 will go down and you have a dominant 7. Nice, 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 nice. Right? What else can we do with this one? I think that's all that you can create with this. Or you can do this. What else? And don't play the other strings. Still hard. Okay? So those are the ones that I think, you know, it's good. You can do that. And then this one, this voicing, also good. Okay, for the E shape, it's kind of easy because that's the root. I'm repeating myself. 1, 5, 1, 3. So you know that this is 1. When you flat that out, that's a major 7. And then you just add it with the other notes on the chord. And then you have a major 7. Right? That's cool. Another one that you can do is, this is a root. You go down, that's a major 7, that's a dominant 7, so you can do this, look. Root, major 7, dominant 7. So many chords, right? But every chord that we did came from the shape. That's very important. It came from the shape, and you just need to find the 1, 3, and 5. I'm stressing that, stressing the notes, the 1, 3, 5, because those are your guide in getting what we call the extensions, right? I want a dominant 7. Okay, so that's a dominant 7. Or that's a dominant 7. This one, so you can play it like this. Now, again, when I'm playing chords, I'm not playing chords like this. Not much, because I'm trying to just choose the notes that I want to play. Let's say I want to play the 1, I want to play dominant 7, and I want to play the 3rd. So I can play it only like this. Finger style if I want to. It's not about playing everything, every chord. It's about choosing the notes that you're going to play. Because chord, it means 3 only. Three notes. Those are 3 notes. So I can play that. Just 3 notes. I want the dominant 7. Oh, sorry. This one, 3 notes. Okay. Is that clear? Okay. So the other one, we have this. We have the D or D shape. Okay. Then we have the major 7, which is this one. You can bar it like that, or you can play it like this. And then we have the dominant 7 just going down, and the shape is like this. Same as when you're playing D, D major 7, D7, right? Okay, so I hope that's very clear. Well, we have all the chords, major, minor, dominant 7, and 7. Those are like 4 important chords. There's another one which is diminished. Now, this is very like, how can I do diminished? So many chords, right? Again, if you know your 1, 3, 5 example, this is again your C, right? Your 3, you flat, right? So we have that. And this is your 5, which we cannot flat anymore. Okay, so what we can do is arrange the chords. We need to get the 1, we get the flat 5, because this is the 5 flat, because there are no more chord notes here that's lower. The lowest is G, and we need to lower it down, so it's not possible, right? So what we can do is try to do our unison again. That's a G, that's the same as G1, and then you flat that out, that's a 5th, and then you flat the 3rd, right? So we cannot get the shapes here unless you do this. Unless you do that. Crazy chord. And you cannot play the 3rd string. So it's all about knowing the notes and trying to adjust it, like that's a flat 5. This is the 3rd, you flat it. And then this is a C. So that's a diminished chord. And you will be saying, that's not how I play the diminished chord. Well, good news. You can create your own chord if you understand the theory. This is a diminished chord. Because we have the 1, the flat 5, and the flat 3rd. So, what I'm teaching you is you can actually create your own shape. If I want to play my diminished like this, no problem. If I want to play my diminished with a full diminished, that's a flat 7, double flat. It has to be double flat. That's a full diminished, C diminished 7, Yeah, okay? The same thing with this one on the G shape. We have this, you flat that out. You look for the 5th. What's the 5th? The G. This is the G. And then you flatten that out. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be hard, but as you can see, you can also do this. 1, flat 3, flat 5. Only 3 strings. Right? Or we'll put this another one. This is... Guys, it's all about knowing the notes from the shape. Okay? That's gonna be your guide. I'm telling you. You can create your own chords. And then I don't want to do that. It's too hard. Okay, you have a choice. Play just only this. right? Or play only this. What else can we do? Yeah, with the 7 there. So many, how do you call it, things that you can do if you understand the 1, 3, 5 on your shapes. Okay? What else? Here, this shape, E shape. So 1, 5, flatten it out. And then the 5 here, you flatten it out, you have this shape. Diminish. Right? And then you add another one, major 7, diminished major 7. What is this chord? Yeah, we can create your own chord, you know, be creative. Right? That's a diminish. Here, let's do a diminish on the D shape. So we have 1, we have 5, you flatten that out. And then you have 1 here, and then you have 3, you flatten that out. So the shape is like this. Also a diminish. So what I'm telling you is you're using your shapes, using your CAGED system, okay? And then from the CAGED system, we also have the F, right? The F shape here. So 1, flat that 1, and flat the 5, so you have this shape. Right? So not just knowing the chord, but also knowing the notes on the chord. 1, 3, 5, etc. Because that will help you to create your own chord. Review for this one. If you're playing a chord, get the root. And from the root, we have chords on the left and we have chords on the right. And you will find out that those chords came from the CAGED shapes, which are the CAGED system, okay? Which are the CAGED chords, the CAGED system, okay? And from there, you have to find out all your 1, your 3, and your 5s, okay? Because sometimes it changes. This one is 1, 3, 5, 1. What? 1, 1, 3, 5, 1. It's correct sequence, right? But on the H shape, it's different. It's 1, 5, 1, 3. On the G shape, it's 1, 3, 5, 1. It's good, right? But on the E shape, it's 1, 5, 1, 3 again. On the D shape is 1, 5, 1, 3 again. Okay? So it's easy to remember, actually. It's easy to remember. 1, 3, 5 on the C shape. 1, 5, 1, 3 on the C shape. 1, 3, 5 again, 1 on the G shape. And then again, 1, 5, 1, 3 on the E shape. And then on the D shape is 1, 5, 1, 3 again. Easy to remember. And once you get that, oh, the D shape is 1, 5, 1, 3. Okay, so this is 1, this is 5. I have to flat out to get the diminish. I have to flat the third, 1, 5, 1, 3. This is the 3, flat it out. And then you have a diminish. Right? Right? It's so good. It's so good. This is a really good lesson. And if you understand this, the use of this is not only for chords. This knowledge is also used for soloing. I want to solo here on this shape. Oh, I move here. Okay, I'll go minor shape here. Right? Oh, I don't want to solo there. I want to solo on the shape. This shape. Yeah, you can use it on your soloing. Okay, so I hope you like this, guys. I hope you enjoy this module 9. Practice your CAGED system, and also if you want some help, I have the tabs and everything on the CAGED system, which is already here on my channel. You know, the CAGED system. It says CAGED system, and you have the exercises. Even everything is here on this channel if you really want to study and improve your guitar playing. So thank you so much for watching. I have to go because I have to go to Facebook. I'll be doing live and we will study today solos. Yeah, I think we're gonna be doing the solos from the most requested solos in the Filipino guitar community. So hope to see you there. Okay, and ciao, 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 ciao. Bye, bye. Enjoy rock.